Welcome to John O'Groats Harbour, where all those years ago, the Dutch man, whose name sounds like John O'Groats in English, plied his trade across to the Orkney Islands. He ran a ferry company. Him and his 7 sons did. So I'm going to find out a little bit more about that and hopefully show you around 1 or 2 of the attractions here. There's a cafe open. There's an ice cream shop open. There's a gift shop. I will give you a little tour of those all presently. But first of all, I'm going to make my way down to the signpost and get my picture taken, or at least take a picture to prove I've been here. Successfully done Land's End to John O'Groats. Oh, there's a pub as well, and another coffee shop. Goodness me, it's a hive of activity here. Look at that. That looks quite nice. Maybe I'll nip in there. No, I had a cup of coffee in Thurso, but I think I can manage another one. Fish and chips. Ooh, nice one. I'll tell you about that hotel in a moment. Quite interesting, the shape, the octagon shape, and there's a story behind that, of that wing of the hotel. Yeah, so apparently this Dutch guy, John, who gives his name to John O'Groats, sounds a bit like John O'Groats in Dutch, had 7 sons, and he wanted them to be equal, not to pass on his money that he'd made from his ferry business across to the Orkney Islands. So he built like an octagonal room with an octagonal table, so the 8 of them could sit around, the 7 sons and him, and discuss business without anyone being in charge. Very nice, good story. Right, there you are, beautiful evening, that's looking west, and you can go on a little trail. Look at that, the accommodation from the hotel has been modernised in that section, and then we've got a little harbour here. Right, the John O'Groats Brewery visitor experience. Let's have a quick look inside here. Not sure what's on offer. Hi. All sorts of information here. Oh yeah, 14th to 17th century. Groat was the name of a silver Scottish coin which was in common use during the time of Jan de Groot. Shown here is the Groat coin from the reign of James IV, 1488 to 1513. Oh, and here we have the information about the ferry. Jan de Groot ran a ferry from the Scottish mainland to the Orkney during the reign of King James IV. John O'Groats' village name takes its name from him, and he is buried nearby in the Canis Bay churchyard. Oh, all sorts here. Lots of beers on offer. Now we have a variety of souvenirs available in this shop. Let's have a quick look in, see what's what. It's very densely packed with merchandise. You've got your postcards, you've got your alcoholic beverages, small size, large size. What else? You've got jumpers. I guess it's necessary here for cooler days. Quite a lot of clothing. And of course you've got the tweed hats.
Yeah, we have got room. We've got two smaller ones. Yeah, so then I think that's
All right.
it.
Interesting. Oh, it looks like it's Christmas every day here at John O'Groats. We've got the Christmas shop. Let's go and have a look. All sorts of biscuits, handbags and things.
Can I check this one?
I'm heading for the Christmas shop. Here we are, Christmas shop, John O'Groats. Santa, please stop here. Yes, a bit of whiskey for Christmas. Okay, so yes, I think it's too early for Christmas, so I'm moving on from that one, and this one here now. Like, this looks well and truly deserted. Maybe it was heaving earlier on today, I don't know, but now it looks like it's still open. This Groats Gifts. So we'll go up there and a wick craft well or something. Don't know. Let's have a look inside. Ortac. We'd like that one friend who doesn't shout for attention, but always has the best stuff. Looks like flowers and things. I think I'll give that a miss. It's selling similar things to other places here. Got the colourful benches and picnic tables. Right, might try this distillery. Oh, right, it's a cafe. It looks posh. So, I've chosen this spot just to have a cup of coffee, a piece of cake, relax for 10 minutes, and I'll look around the rest of this attraction, and then I'll be on my way to Wick. But really good to be here. Quite a journey to get here, but very, very enjoyable. What a nice place to have a cup of coffee and a piece of cake that was. You could also obviously get alcoholic beverages, particularly the whiskey, which I didn't go for. Right, I am going to go and check out the tourist information and bookshop. And there's some sort of, well, of course it's this area for hundreds of years actually, going back to, I don't know, the 11th, 12th, 13th century. It was run from Norway by what you might term Vikings, which I guess what that sign is all about. Right, let's go into this bookshop, see what they've got on offer. Got some windbreaks. Guess it does get windy around here. Okay, I'll keep my voice down. We've got some jewellery. Ah, yes, here's the book section. Very much a Scottish theme going on. They're at the novels, they're down here. Yes, there are some by popular authors, along with lots of history and geography, etc. Travel advice about Scotland. There's a gazetteer of Scotland there. Some maps, of course, as well. I do like a good map, so that looks a good one. This John O'Groats Trail is 147 miles apparently. Probably be a good one to walk. All right, so let's find where we are. That's where I am at the moment, and so look. So on the bus, so I get on Thurso, and the bus is going to go down to Wick, and biscuits, toffees, fudge, that kind of stuff. Oh, very good. What a nice shop. I bet these bikers have either, my guess would be they've either come from Land's End or they're just about to set off for Land's End on their bikes. That would be my guess, I don't know that for sure. There we are, that cafe is unfortunately shut, but the sign is still busy. I'm going to sit on this table. I don't know, there's a colourful sheep there. Do not climb on these sculptures. Don't know if they're inspired by some ancient tradition or not, who knows. Thank you for joining me here at John O'Groats and previously in Thurso today. Really enjoyed my afternoon. Really enjoyed the journey up this morning, which you can see in the video I'm making about the travel from Land's End to John O'Groats. More to come. I'm going to make a video about Wick and one about Inverness as I journey back down south. But for today, thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. So somehow my friend Lawrence thought it was a good idea to come and watch Wick versus Brora here in the Highland League, or is that what it's called, the Highland League? Tense game, not sure of the score. 0-0. Highly competitive, top class entertainment. Oh. Referee's a little bit pernickety. That's my summary of my punditry so far, based on virtually no evidence, but I think I ought to say that. Obviously we want the team in red. The other team look like they're too much like Newcastle for my liking.